We have come to Paris to show our resolve. If we place our own short-term interests behind the air that our young people will breathe and the food that they will eat and the water that they will drink and the hopes and dreams that sustain their lives, then we won't be too late for them.
Lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
Even though we contribute the least to climate change, we bear the heaviest brunt of climate change, right?
I am a daughter of an Ethiopian climate refugee, and yet we still have rich white males making decisions about our future because we didn't get invited to the table. Natural disasters become more frequent and intense because of climate change, and so this behavior will become more prevalent as it gets worse. We must focus not only on the immediate deaths caused by police terror, but also on the slow, insidious deaths caused by respiratory diseases, lung cancer, and asthma, which can be more painful and excruciating, dragging their death sentences out.
Today we have our Black Lives Matters panel, followed by action. It will be featuring Dr. Robert Bullard and Dr. Beverly Wright. It's a joint panel and action between the NAACP and the Historically Black College and University Climate Change Initiative delegation that's out here in Paris, representing 22 black colleges from the United States of America.
And so when you talk about Dumping and Dixie looked at what happens to black communities in the South and who gets dumped on. The path of least resistance was a path of poison and pollution. And in many cases that path was legal, sanctioned by government. Where to put the things that other people don't want, you put it across the tracks. Which communities don't get paved roads? Which communities are that are segregated in low-lying, flooded areas that are the worst when it comes to the physical environment. And so when you talk about the research and you talk about documentation, some people to this day do not believe that environmental racism is real. It is real. It is not just U.S., it is global.
To stay alive because at 2 degrees of warming, many of the island nations are already underwater and much of Africa's farming lands become uninhabitable and unfertile. So really, when you look at 2 degrees of warming, that's when the white developed countries begin to be affected. But at 1.5 degrees, that's where more of the world is safer. That's not to say that there won't be impacts at 1.5 degrees. There will still be displacement, and climate refugees currently are not accepted as refugees, and so that is another issue that we need to work on. But we need 1.5 degrees to stay alive.
Food deserts is an issue that continues to plague African American communities. African American communities are saturated with liquor stores and lack of full-service grocery stores. Even with the income brackets, black health matters because the rise in food deserts in African American communities leads to diseases such as cancers, obesity, it leads to diabetes. Black lives matter.
African American children suffer 40% more than any other race from asthma. 4 out of 5 African American communities have incinerators placed in them, more than any other in the nation. So we can't breathe to succeed.
Blacks are 52% more likely to live in urban heat islands than Asians, which are 32% more likely to live in heat islands, as well as Latinos are 21% more likely to live in heat islands.
In cities like Gary, Indiana, the asthma rate is 80% for African Americans. If you don't know where Gary, Indiana is, it's a steel mill city. It's a mill like Detroit. These cities like Detroit have caused many African Americans many health problems.
The fight for justice is not just fighting against gun violence, but it's also the fight for justice in mass incarceration, the fight for justice in the education system. And currently we're fighting today, we're talking about climate justice, which means including these minorities and other indigenous groups in the fight for climate change. It is pertinent that we understand this and educate each other on this key mechanism that was created, to extinguish our race. We are not strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. We are healers. We are Black Lives Matter.
That the HBCUs can get involved with the student divestment.
Absolutely, and some of them already are. There's campaigns at Howard and some other places that have at least started. This divestment thing is so simple. Any place where there's a pile of money, an endowment or portfolio, and every college, no matter how small, has some kind of endowment someplace, some money set aside, okay? It's invested in stock. All we've said is don't invest it in stock in companies that are wrecking the planet.
I think that the universities or the youth which are in the university need to spearhead the movement, and then everybody else will follow. I think the importance of that, we've learned that there are many different groups that are here, but it's important to mobilize people here together, and I think the power of the youth is like really imperative, you know, to this change in the revolution for climate change.
To make it relatable to people. I think a lot of people don't understand why they should care about climate change. They think about, they hear climate change, they're like, why should I care about the polar bears in the Arctic when I can't put food on my table? Right. So I think we want to learn how to make it relatable to those people who might have heard of climate change, but why should they care?
Today we can actually stand and say these are our issues as we represent today, not as we grow older, not when we reach this part in our career, as we mobilize right now in the present.
We're here to take our communities on our backs and move forward with them, because we've already done what we can for our communities and we continue to do that. We continue to work hard at home, but we are here to find out what else we can do, and not only that, but to make sure that what is done here is implemented so that we do have to continue to work hard, but we can make sure that our work is not in vain.